Hey, I am back and ready to do another video. Today I want to do a quick video, just kind of talking about some of my absolute top favorite dramas that feature the amazing Chinese actress Zhao Lusi. I have watched a lot of her dramas. I'm sure you've seen all the things going on in the news with her. Her health has deteriorated based on anxiety and pressure from the workplace and emotional traumas and all kinds of things. And I feel so bad for her. So I kind of wanted just to throw together a video kind of showcasing my love for all that she's done and accomplished. And just to get right into it, I have watched probably dozens or a dozen or more of her dramas over the years. Dramas like Feel at Ease, Mr. Ling, The Long Ballad, Oh My Emperor 1 and 2, Love of Thousand Years, Love Better Than Immortality, I Hear You, Romance of Tiger and Rose, Dating in the Kitchen, Who Rules the World, Love Like the Galaxy, Season 1 and 2, Gen Z, Hidden Love, The Last Immortal, and coming up soon, she has a drama called Love's Ambition, which is one of my top dramas that I've been anticipating for a long time now. And I really hope that it lives up to expectations, but I'm sure it will since Zhao Luci's in it, right? So let me just jump right into the ones that would make my top 5 list as of right now. And coming in at number 5 for me would probably be Hidden Love. Now, Hidden Love is a drama just in 2023, and it's a romance, a rom-com, kind of a coming-of-age romance. Not usually my normal genre. I don't really watch kind of like puppy love, slow burn. If I watch slow burn, it's not usually with, college age or younger type of romances. But Hidden Love for me was like the most perfectly well done of that type of genre. Super slow burn, super cute romance, amazing leads. The whole entire drama just felt so wonderful to watch, and it just makes you kind of smile the entire time you're watching it. So for me, and in that number 5 slot is a surprise, and it is Hidden Love. Number 4 on my top 5 would probably be The Last Immortal. Now, The Last Immortal was really hard for me to rank because it's one of those dramas that you can love or hate. And there were some probably episodes that I did not like and did not enjoy. But it had that angst that I really like. And it also falls into the Shansha genre, if I'm saying that correctly. I normally don't go for wuxia type dramas, but the Shansha dramas fit more about what I enjoy. So it had that going for it. It had really great acting, and I really liked, like, usually the Shansha dramas have like these 3 arcs. And there's usually always one arc of them that I absolutely can't stand, and I'll usually skip a large portion of it. But in The Last Immortal, I didn't do that. I loved it. I loved all the angst and the when will he find this out and when will she tell him and all this type of thing. And I loved it all the way to the last. And there's certain scenes that I watch over and over again, usually the ones that make you cry. Those are the ones I watch over and over again. But I'll move right on to number 3 on my top 5, and that would be Romance of Tiger and Rose. Romance of Tiger and Rose is one of those dramas where people say they don't like romance or comedy, and I don't like comedy that much, but this is one of those dramas that kind of breaks barriers for me. It delves into some really actually deep topics in a very comedic way, in a very almost parody kind of way, but being point on with it. I know some people disagree with me with this, the way that the story kind of reversed roles for males and females, and whether it was just stupid or whether it was kind of poignant. And I feel like it was. I found it absolutely hilarious. I feel like Zhao Lusi really, really shined in the role. I loved and adored how when she was in her own script, that she was trying to figure out how to get things back on track in her script and get the storyline back to where she thought she could then go home. And she would gather these ancient storytellers within her script, and she had her banana and her apple and her orange, and she's like, no, these need to go in this very specific direction. And the ancient storytellers were trying to come up with ideas for her, and I felt that back and forth and that kind of insertion of herself within her script was very, very well done. The male lead in that drama doesn't really do it for me, mainly because he looks young. Like, I'm older, so he looks too young and too cutesy for me. But you can't get past the adorableness of them together in that drama. So that takes number 3 for me, simply because it breaks barriers of rom-coms, which I normally don't like. That almost parody like comedy, which I definitely normally do not like. But later on, I might even do a more in detail kind of deep dive into this drama, because I felt like, though it was poking fun at things, it was also bringing to light how ridiculous expectations on the female gender were, by just kind of throwing all those expectations onto a male population. And it looked ridiculous because it is ridiculous. Whether it's a male population or a female population, we're just used to seeing it adhered to in a female population. And I find the entire way that it was brought about and put in your face as super, super relevant and amazing. Number 2 on my top 5, dun dun dun, would be probably Dating in the Kitchen. Okay, I'm a huge, huge sucker for an age gap. I'm a huge sucker for, if I'm going to watch a rom-com, a modern romance that's got some funny moments, if it has food added into it, I am probably 85% more likely that there's a possibility that I'm going to enjoy it. The fact that they made food a large aspect of this drama and kept it a large aspect of the drama was like a cherry on top of the perfect sundae for me. So the acting was amazing. I think Zhao Lusi really showed that she can act in a variety of roles, a little bit more mature. She was still goofy and silly and herself, but she also brought a lot of more complexity to what could have possibly been a very 2D character. I feel like Zhao Lusi in general tends to do that, to bring to life a character that could have possibly fallen flat or just been driven by the plot rather than the story and character driven type of storytelling in some of these dramas. I feel like she really grabs a hold of a story and makes it something you want to pay attention to and watch. So, yeah, Dating in the Kitchen, number 2 for me. This is really funny because, like I said, a couple of these are not my normal genres, but for some reason, when Zhao Lusi's in it, I'm going to give it a chance. So, going right on to my number 1, and that is definitely and 100% right now, Love Like the Galaxy, season 1 and 2, even though I feel like the very, very end of season 2 would have knocked like a half star off for me. I feel like the last couple episodes, particularly after a very big plot point happens, and then there's a time skip, which normally you'll find out in the future I abhor. I despise, despise, despise time skips in dramas normally. The time skip didn't bother me so much as pretty much the pacing change right after the time skip. But anyway, um, Love Like the Galaxy. I feel like this is where Zhao Lusi went completely and entirely 100% megastar for me. I feel like the complexity of the character that she played, the emotions she brought to it, and really all the cast. I don't know. Her mother, did you love her? Did you hate her? I hated her, but then I felt bad for her. And then by the end of it, there's like the her with her dad, the complex feelings of her with the different people she played with, girls that she ended up becoming friends with, guys that fell in love with her. Just in general, I think one of the most beautiful things about the entire drama is that it was coming from a girl's perspective that didn't understand or really get any type of love all the way up into the point that we see her in episode 1. She didn't have a maternal love, a paternal love, girlfriends, cousins, brothers around her. So she had absolutely zero reference of how love could and would relate to her. And she just brought that complex figuring out love, romance, her place in the world in general. I feel like that journey was one that, whether the pacing was slow for some or not, I feel like it was just a beautifully paced and beautifully brought about story. And I was there for it. I loved every single second of season 1, season 2. And like I said, the last few episodes I didn't love, but it was so beautifully done that you can't really make that a major complaint. So yeah, those are my top 5. Number 1, Love Like the Galaxy. Number 2, Dating in the Kitchen. Number 3, Romance of Tiger and Rose. Number 4, The Last Immortal. And number 5, Hidden Love. I hope you enjoyed the video, and join me back when I have another one. Go ahead and subscribe. And if you don't mind, like this video, leave me a comment, and we'll get back together soon.